All right, so we've had our tea party, and now we've got to play the tea party memory game. So if you haven't watched the tea party video, you need to make sure you do, because today we're going to be using our ears to think really hard about what we had at the tea party. So we're going to use our memory and have a really good think and see what we can remember. So the first thing I want you to remember is, other than me, there were three other animals at my tea party. I had three friends. Can any of you remember who came to the tea party with me? Shout it out if you can remember. If not, I can give you a bit of a clue. One of my friends was quite big. He loves to bounce. He's got black stripes and orange fur. And his best friend is Winnie the Pooh. And he's got another best friend called Piglet. Can you remember who he was? Tigger. Now, Tigger, can you remember what you had at the picnic yesterday at the tea party? No. Oh, your ears not switched on, Tigger? They weren't. We're going to have to help Tigger. Tigger, now, did you have a drink? Can you remember, Tigger, did you have a little cup or a big cup? You can't remember. Shall we ask? Can you remember, did Tigger have a little cup? Can you remember now, Tigger? You can remember. Can you remember? Shout it out. Yeah, you did, Tigger. You had the big cup. Let's see if we can find it. That's it. Tigger had a big cup. It's got a wasp on it. So you had the big cup, Tigger. Did you have a hot drink? No. Why not? Tigger doesn't want to get burned. Who had the hot drink, Tigger? Me. You had a cold drink. So you had a big cup. Did you have anything else that was big, or did you go for small things? You can't remember. Tigger. What can you remember that Tigger had? Did he have a little plate or a big plate? To give you a clue, Tigger's plate had a rainbow on it, and it was made out of china. When we banged it, it made a funny noise. Make careful we didn't drop it. You can remember Tigger. Do you think the children can remember? He had the big plate. That's it. Tigger had the big plate and the big cup. Oh, what was that, Tigger? Oh, Tigger does remember something. You had toothache. Oh, okay, you had toothache. Does that mean you could only eat certain things, Tigger? Ah, do you remember? Tigger couldn't eat hard things. What was the hard fruit in the fruit bowl? Can you remember? Mmm, it's hard, it's crunchy, and it's a sphere shape. What was it? Can you shout it? Tigger, do you know? Tigger says it was the orange. Tigger's oranges aren't hard and green. Tigger says he's only tricking. It was the apple. I was going to say, Tigger, you did have an orange. You didn't have an apple. The apple was the hard sphere that would have hurt your teeth, Tigger. You had the soft one, didn't you? Now, I bet nobody can remember how many pieces it had. Because I remember that I'd said Joshua and Jude were our best orange peelers. But I don't know if I can remember how many pieces there were either, Tigger. No. Do you think there was 8 or 9 or 10? Maybe the children will have to tell us. See if they can shout it at us. I wonder if they were right. So, Tigger, you had an orange, you had a big cup, and a big plate. Is that right? Good remembering. Good remembering you as well. Now, who else to the tea party? He wasn't as big as Tigger. He's fluffy. He's been on telly. He's at his own TV show. And he goes, bah. Can you remember? That's it. We had Shaun the sheep and Shaun Was a little bit worried, wasn't he? Sean does get a little bit worried, don't you, Sean? Yeah, you were a little bit worried and a little bit scared, weren't you? So, because Sean was really worried, Sean was worried about spilling things as well, weren't you, Sean? Yeah. So, can you remember what sort of cup did Sean have? Did he have a big cup or a little cup or a middle size? Can you remember, Sean? You don't want to say. You want to whisper. Sean had a middle-sized cup. He remembered it. And Sean had a lid on his cup, so you didn't spill, didn't you, Sean? Because you were a bit scared. Sean says he likes lids. So that's it. Now, can anyone remember what Sean had to eat? Sean, do you know what you had to eat? You don't want to say. Do you want them to say? Yeah? All right, children, can you remember what Sean had to eat? Can you remember? He didn't have an orange because that was Tigger. What did he have? Sean thinks I should show you what he had, but I think we should describe it first, Sean. Okay, I'm going to describe it and see if you can remember it, okay? It was blue, and it was a box, and it was a cuboid shape. Okay, oh, sorry, Sean. He still thinks we should show it to you. Okay, we'll show it to you. Sean had a box of raisins. You, Sean? Yeah. Did you like your raisins? He did like his raisins. Did they make you feel a bit happier? Says food does make him feel happier. And Sean, you were a bit worried about your plate, weren't you? You didn't want a plate. What did you want, Sean, when you were worried? Sean says, I've got to ask you. Can you remember? Sean didn't have the flat plate. It was still round, but it was dome shape. Sean says it was blue. What he had? Did he have a plate or did he have a bowl? Plate or a bowl? Sean had a bowl, a blue bowl. Yeah, that's what you had, didn't you, Sean? Well done, Sean. Okay, so you've remembered Sean had the pretty cup with the lid on. He had his cuboid box of raisins and he had his blue bowl. That's it, isn't it, Sean? Yeah. Sometimes we have to be quite quiet with some animals and some friends because they get a little bit worried. Sean gets a little bit worried. Now, my last friend that came to the tea party was a very strange animal, and I've had him a very long time. I will be amazed if you can remember the two animals that he's a mix of. Can you remember? Remember two animals, and he's a mix of them both. One of them has got a pointy horn nose, and the other animal has got a long tail and swings from the trees. Remember? It was a rhino and a monkey. Now, do you remember what he was called? He's called Rhinoki. Say that? He can clap it with us. Rhinoki. Should we see if we can do it louder? Rhinoki. So Rhinoki came to our tea party as well. Now, you're not scared or anxious, are you, Rhinoki? No. And what did you have? He says he wants to describe it. Okay then. So you had a orange little one. Orange little what? They've got to guess the rest. So what did Rhinoki have that was orange and little? He's going to give you another clue. It's got a handle. Did you hear that? He's a bit muffled. He's got a handle. So orange and little, and it's got a handle. Was it a plate? No. Was it a train? Was that orange and little with a handle? Rhinoki says I'm being silly. He says it was a cup. And he did. It's orange with a handle. It's even got eyes and feet on it. So that was Rhinoki's cup. Did you have a hot drink, Rhinoki? He's saying, don't be silly. Little people don't have hot drinks. Only I have hot drinks. Why do only I have hot drinks, Rhinoki? Because I want to burn that. No, it's not because I want to burn myself, Rainuki. It's because I like a cup of tea. That's why I'm really careful. I don't burn myself. So we've got your tea thing. So we've got Rainuki's drink sorted out. Now, can anyone remember which plate Rainuki picked? We had the big rainbow plate that Tigger picked. We had the little blue bowl that Sean picked. Which one did Rainuki pick? What was that? You hope they can remember. Why do we need to hope they can remember? Because you're not going to tell them. Oh, apparently he's not going to tell you what plate he had, so you're going to have to remember and guess. I, however, will help a bit. Okay, I've got two plates here. You can point to the one that Rainuki picked. Can you remember? Which one was it, Rainuki? The flower one? You didn't pick the flower one. Which one did you pick? Yes, stop trying to trick everybody. He picked the Mr. Man one. And Rainuki, what did you have to eat? It was yellow. Ah, I remember what Rainuki had to eat. It was yellow and long, wasn't it, Rainuki? No. What was it then? Yellow and fat. Did Rainuki have something that was yellow and fat? What, like a lemon, Rainuki? Wait, the lemon. I think Rainuki is tricking us again. What did Rainuki eat that was yellow and long? It was bendy. Can you remember? Brilliant. You need to stop tricking us. That's it. Rainuki had a banana. Did you have one banana, Rainuki, or two bananas? Four? Rainuki did not have four bananas. You had one banana, Rainuki. Yeah. Rainuki, you're going to have to get back to your friends because you are being a trickster. So, Rainuki had one banana, not four. And the last thing we had at our tea party was something that crunches. It's a circle, and it was in a barrel cylinder shape. Can you remember what that was? I bet you like them. That's right. Good. Remember you shouted to me? Spot on. Biscuits. And what sort of biscuits or cookies were they? I can describe to help. They're little brown bits inside the circle. That's it. They were chocolate chip cookies. And can anyone remember how many we had? Give you a clue. There's one for me, one for Sean, one for Rainuki, and one for Tigger. How many does that make? See? Caroline, Rainuki, Sean, Tigger. One, two, three, four. How many things did you remember from the tea party? See, when you've done something, do something with your grown-up or with a brother or sister, and see afterwards if they can remember all the things you've done. The colours, the names, the size, and what they felt like. All right, keep on enjoying your tea parties and hanging out with your soft toy friends. See you soon.